Hello, lovely ladies. Thank you for joining me again for this lesson. This lesson is simple. It's just placing the jade egg inside and holding it there, squeezing the muscles. So you know that you have muscles running all through the length of your vagina. And the main one is to think about the very bottom entrance. So being able to hold it in at the bottom. Now, when you first start practicing, make sure you're not just shoving the egg up like it's a tampon or something, just shoving it up there. First, hold the egg on the outside. Maybe you're add some lube or some aloe or coconut oil to help assist it in. Maybe doing a light breast massage if that helps you get lubricated. A lot of women, if they rub their breasts, it helps lube them up. But you can just toss a little bit of lube or coconut oil on there and hold it at the entrance. And then wait a few moments until you feel like your vagina has let go, de-stressed, and almost like it's sucking the egg up, like it's allowing the egg to enter. And then finish inserting the egg the rest of the way yourself with a finger and hold it there wherever it goes, maybe halfway up the vagina. And then thinking about squeezing the bottom, or think about squeezing the middle of the vagina, or squeezing the very top of the vagina, like where the cervix is. And if you haven't explored your vagina, then you definitely want to insert a finger or two sometime and explore around. And as the cycle goes, your vagina will change. So sometimes the cervix drops down lower so that the vagina is more narrow. And then other times it will be up higher or shifted back more. This is normal based on your period cycle, where you are, it moves around. Okay? And then finding your G-spot, which should feel like a rippled piece of tissue, like kind of rippled like a walnut. And that will be on the stomach side of your vagina. So if you're inserting your fingers like this and curling it in like a come here motion, it will be on the top there, just like an inch or two inside, typically 2 inches inside. And then you feel around the rest of your vagina is soft and smooth tissue. There's just that one little area that is rippled, about the size of a quarter or a dime. So that's your vagina. And if you've never looked at it in a mirror, do that. Every single yoni looks different. With the practice, you have the egg inserted, and you're holding it in the middle and just squeezing and holding as long as you can. Maybe 5 seconds in the beginning, maybe 30 seconds in the beginning. And hold it, and then breathing normally, and whenever you feel like you have to release, do that. So you'll be doing this sitting down, of course, in the beginning. It's easier if you're sitting or lying rather than standing and trying to contract the muscles. And when you first start doing it, you can even insert or keep your finger in there once you've inserted the egg. So the egg is in there, and then your finger's below it, and you can use your finger to see where you're squeezing, because it's really difficult in the beginning to see which section of the vagina you're squeezing. So think like, okay, I want to squeeze the entrance, kind of like I'm squeezing it to hold in urine. That typically will squeeze the bottom of the vagina. Or like you're trying to squeeze like the base of a penis is another way of thinking it. Or dildo. So think about squeezing your finger and see what section of your vagina is. So explore with that, because if you're using your finger, you can see what portion of your finger is. So work with your finger or a couple fingers on squeezing different sections with the egg in or without. And then do the full practice with just the egg in. So do this exercise every day or a few times per week. And as you practice a lot, you'll be able to get more control. You'll know which section you're working with. Many women can learn how to do waves, where they wave between top, middle, bottom of their vagina, back and forth, squeezing, moving even the egg up and down. It's possible to move that egg up and down and even pop it out, push it out. So when you finish the practice, you can try to do that, like pop it out with your muscles. If that doesn't work, then just relax and it'll pop out. Or go to a squatting position and bear down and it'll pop out, or pull it out with its string. If the string ever goes up inside and you don't have the string, then you can pull it out yourself. Don't worry, it cannot get lost inside of you. Squat and sneeze or cough or bear down and it will pop out. It's not possible for this huge jade egg to go in the tiny little hole of your cervix and get lost in your body. So I hope this exercise helps you. Play around with it. It's a pretty simple exercise. That's why I did not explain it a lot. You're just basically putting it in there and doing a few rounds of squeezing and holding in, and then when you're done, letting go. And then we move on to some harder ones in the next lesson. Thank you, ladies.